It's Algebra 1, Lesson 5.3. We are writing linear equations given 2 points. Again, we started off with slope-intercept form by being given a slope and an intercept. The last lesson, we took the y-intercept away and we found what b was. Then we wrote the equation. Now we're going to take the slope away. We're going to find slope. We're going to find b. And we're going to write the equation. Beginning on 285, writing an equation of a given line given with 2 points. And we're going to look at a real life problem involving perpendicular lines. Yesterday we talked about parallel lines, today perpendicular lines. Step number one to write an equation of a line given 2 points is to find the slope. If you have 2 points, either on a picture or 2 points listed as two ordered pairs, use the slope formula or just count how many times you have to go up and down over how many times you have to go left and right. So y sub 2 minus y sub 1, or the change of y over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Step number 2 is what we did yesterday. Find the y-intercept or find the b value. Remember, use what you know in y equals mx plus b. When you have 2 points, it doesn't matter which point you use. If one point looks like it'll be easier to use that one. Otherwise, use the first point to keep it consistent. Plug in x and plug in y and plug in m. Find out what b is. And once you have b's value, step number 3 is to write m and b in place of y equals mx plus b, just like yesterday. So all we're doing is adding one step to what we did in the previous lesson. Example number 1 is writing an equation given 2 points. So it says write the equation of this line that goes through this point 2, 8 and negative 5, 1. So find the slope. Let x sub 1, y sub 1 be the first one, 2, 8, and x sub 2, y sub 2 be the second one, negative 5, 1. So remember your change of y, 1 minus 8 is negative 7. Your change of x, negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. So we have negative 7 over negative 7. So our slope, therefore, is 1. M's value is 1. So let m equal 1, x equal 2, and y equal 8. Notice all it did was it took the first point and used x and y. So y equals mx plus b. In place of y, you're plugging in 8 or subbing in 8. In place of m, you're subbing in the value 1 that we just got for m because we found the slope using the slope formula. And in place of 2, you're substituting in place of x, you're substituting in the number 2. So just like the previous lesson, multiply 1 times 2, and you get the number 2. Subtract 2 on both sides to get b by itself, and you get b's value is 6. So you have m's value is 1, b's value is 6. Step 3 is very simple. Write in m and b. Y equals mx plus b. Y equals 1x plus 6. Again, there's no reason to write 1 times x. This equation would be better written as y equals x plus 6. Y equals mx plus b. On the back, everybody, write an equation of a line that passes through these points. Remember, we're writing it in slope intercept form. So you need two things. You need a slope, an m, and a y-intercept, a b. So the first thing you need to do right now is find the slope. Take 30 seconds to find the slope. Remember, I wrote the slope formula, but there's no reason for you to really memorize the slope formula because you know it's the change of y. So you know it's the change from this one to this one, or 5 to 1. Most of us go 5 minus 1, and we get the number 4 on top, over the change of x, this one to this one. 5 minus a negative 3. Remember, anytime you have minus a negative 3, it's plus a positive 3. 5 minus 1 is 4, and 5 plus 3 is 8. This simplifies, everybody, your m value to 1 half. So the m value then is 1 half. That's step one, find the slope. Step two is to find the b value. In order to find the b value, plug in y, x, and m into the equation to find what b is. Now, it doesn't matter which point you use in this case since it's all odd numbers. Y is equal to mx plus b. We'll use that point right there. Y's value is 1. M's value we just found is 1 half. X's value is negative 3. That's what I meant by it being odd numbers, because had that been an even, 1 half of that would have been simple, plus b. But since it is not an even number, since it is odd, it makes it more difficult. Let's eliminate, or let's get rid of divide by 2 by multiplying everything in the equation by 2. So 2 times 1 is 2, is equal to this, cancels out this. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3, and 2 times b is 2b. We are almost to b's value. In order to get b by itself, undo minus 3. Undo minus 3 by adding 3 to both sides. So b, so 2 plus 3 is 5, is equal to 2b, and then to get b by itself, you divide by 2. When you do to one side, you do to the other side. Therefore, b's value, right here, the way it fits a little bit, b's value is 5 over 2. Once you have b's value, and we already got m's value 1 over 2, we're going to write our equation just like we had in the previous lesson. Y is equal to mx plus b. M's value, again, we found was 1 half, and b's value is a positive 5 over 2. Your equation, therefore, is y equals 1 half x plus 5 over 2. And we'll look at perpendicular lines and pick up with the next part of this lesson tomorrow.